Hello everyone. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. But anyway, welcome back to That Marley Girl channel. I know I've sort of taken a break, and I apologize for that, but I had stuff to do. Thank you so much. Let me start out this way. Thank you so much for everyone who commented on my last video and liked my last video. I really appreciate it. I didn't expect the number of views that I got. So thank you so much. I'm going to have to go for a couple things, it seems. This channel is a reaction channel. I'm going to try to do some gaming, as you can see, at some point if I feel like it. But this is mainly a reaction channel. Sometimes I will have a topic of my own that I want to share and I want to discuss. So I do that. Sometimes it's psychological, sometimes it's something I've been through, sometimes it's something I'm going through, but by and large this is a reaction channel. It is okay with YouTube to use, per copyright law, someone else's video as long as it is transformative. So a poached video, because I saw someone post that, is if I have taken the video from someone and just posted it with no changes, no nothing. That's a poached video, and pretended that it was mine. I don't have a poached video on my channel. Neither of my channels are poached videos. So I don't think that person understands copyright law or understands how reaction channels work. Sometimes I run out of space in the title to say reaction, but I always tag reaction, the video, as a reaction. And as long as my video is transformative, it is okay with YouTube. I'm not doing anything wrong. So I know a lot of the comments was a sick person, because they're sick, but other than that, yeah. So, getting into this video. Is this bitch recording? It is. Again, this is transformative. You can see me, that's half of transforming. Another way of transforming is if you just put text. That's transforming the video. And I'm going to be commenting, which is further transforming the video. So, I will put where you could find this video. Don't really even have to do that. Don't even have to do that. As long as I'm following copyright law, I don't even have to say where I got the video from. Really. That's not a part of the rules. It would be if it was music. Like I was doing a cover song, you know, blah 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 by name artist. Then I would have to name the person, obviously, because the song isn't mine. But that's a whole other copyright situation. Anyway, let's get into the video.
You just killed a person by arresting me. You are held personally responsible.
On October 7th, 2023, officers responded to North Roosevelt Boulevard in reference to an armed subject incident. They located the suspect at Searstown Shopping Center and conducted a stop.
Put your hands outside the vehicle. Hands outside the vehicle.
Hey, calm down.
You don't tell us what the to do. Reach out the handle, open the door, and step out the vehicle. You're not in charge here. Do what you're told. Put your other hand up.
I never understood people who were so confident, not just with the police, but with guns pointed at them. Just confident, comfortable, at ease, to just not listen. You know, if any person points a firearm at you, I would suggest you just do as you're told.
Turn around! Against the car! Only couple. Couple. 10-4, 1 to 10.
parking lot, one detained.
Walk him over here. Yep. All right. We'll stand here. Yep. Obviously living out of here. Yep, it's underneath here. Sorry, it's underneath. And there's a signal 0 firearm under the driver's seat. Right now you're being detained, sir. We're going to let you know what's going on and then read you your rights.
What is all this about? I have no idea what this is about. Why are you doing this?
So we kind of already explained to you.
You didn't say anything.
I didn't tell you what's going to happen then. So right now you're being detained.
I'm being detained. For what? Why am I being detained?
If you're in handcuffs by a police car, you're probably being detained. They're not doing it for fun.
Don't worry about it.
No, I should be worried because guess what? I got like 4 cops here being detained for crazy. I just pulled in. I'm going to Publix.
Officers towards Houston Drug Protector, okay?
I think you guys got so much like weaponry, and I'm just a simple guy.
Simple guy with a gun.
Hey, what's wrong with that?
Simple guy with a gun.
What's wrong with that? Is that Key West? Is that like illegal? A guy with a gun is illegal. Underneath, what is that? Am I legal with a gun?
So listen, I'm gonna go ahead and talk to you.
Just to let you in, he's being accused of pulling a gun on a person for no reason. Well, I mean, there's a reason, but not a good one. So, and it's very sad if you own a gun and you don't even know what the Second Amendment is. You really shouldn't own one then.
I don't understand. What's illegal with a man with a weapon that has a permit? Has a permit. And I'm
Right. I'm
arrested.
gonna ask you some questions, right? But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and advise you of your Miranda rights, okay? So,
Did I kill somebody?
like I said, I'm gonna ask you some questions, but I gotta advise you of your rights first. So, before we ask you any questions, you must understand you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before we ask you any questions, and have a lawyer with you during questioning. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand? Are you willing to answer some questions?
Of course I am.
Alright, so Mr. Mashburn, where are you coming from?
I live here.
It would be wise if you were in an incident with a firearm to not say anything. It amazes me too, the people who want to talk. I don't know. I mean, if it's so obvious, like, the people who steal and you're on camera, okay, that makes sense. But, especially anything with a firearm, I wouldn't say anything.
You're in Key West. Yeah, I get that, but where are you coming from right now?
So I'm coming from downtown.
Okay, did you stop anywhere?
No.
You didn't stop anywhere?
I stopped at a couple of fast food joints.
Okay, which ones?
I don't know. Here, Wendy's, and actually, Taco Bell.
Okay.
And that's what you're worried about.
Okay, so if that's what I'm worried about, what happened in Taco Bell?
Well, I pulled up to order.
I'm sorry, to where?
I pulled up in Taco Bell
Okay.
to order.
Okay.
The suspect and the victims then gave a description of the incident that went down in the Taco Bell's parking lot.
We were backed into a parking spot ordering on the app.
But you can see our lights, they're not high beams. They're just, they're like that.
She just rode the woman down. She was like, "Hey, be careful," because he was backing up about to hit us. So when he backed up, he was like, "What the problem?" And we were talking about fucking high beams on.
I'm trying to
The
order
high
food.
beams on my arm.
Yeah.
So I said, "Look, these are the high beams, and this is not the high beam." So he was like, "You know what? Yeah, we're in Florida. I kill you."
We'll die
And
today.
He had the gun.
He
So she
reached
record.
the passenger
So
side.
when I went to record, that's when we went to pull on.
A guy flagged.
I'm going to make people upset today. There's a reason I don't want to go to Florida. And I'm not shocked. Well, several reasons I don't want to go to Florida. And I'm not shocked that that reaction with the people, all the people involved, went that way. Just saying.
Lights, bright lights.
Drive-through?
Yeah, drive-through. Guy flashes bright lights. I'm like, listen, man, I'm just trying to order. I don't want no problem. And back, he pulls his gun. He pulls a gun. I'm like, listen, man. I backed up, and I'm like, listen, I don't want no problem. I just want you to cut off your bright lights so I can order. Because I can't see the screen. And he brings up, and I was like, listen, dude, I don't want no problems. So I go for it. He did not turn off his bright lights. So.
And again, I'm going to make people upset again. This country really needs to think about the people who are allowed to own guns. Like, somebody did something that's not a threat to my life, that doesn't make me in fear of being maimed, that doesn't make me in fear of being raped, that doesn't make me in fear of bodily harm of any type, or fear for my children, fear for my friend, whoever, nothing. Someone annoyed me, allegedly. Therefore, they deserve to die. Or at least be wounded or hospitalized. That's not someone who should be owning a firearm. Just saying.
That's it, when she said to record, that's when he started pulling her on.
But before he even did all of that, like, he was in the drive-thru, but he wasn't ordering food. He was with his blinker.
And also, some people's lights, what they're saying may be true. I wasn't there. But some people's lights are brighter than, like, some cars just have brighter lights. So, in my car, let's just say, make up an example, it may look like I have my brights on, and I don't. They're just brighter than yours. But still, that's no reason to pull firearms on people. And again, this wasn't even a younger generation thing. This is people who don't have coping mechanisms, who may have mental issues of a variety of type. I'm not even saying mental illness, classical mental illness, mental issues, emotional issues, spiritually bankrupt, morally bankrupt. I mean, I don't understand how, like, people have done things that are, like, do you think you're the only perfect person in the world? I've been annoying. Everybody's been annoying to someone. And if you're in the drive-thru, you're gonna be out of there anyway. And I can't even picture lights that would be so bright that you can't even read the menu. Like, I don't believe that. I don't believe it either because someone else would have complained too. Just saying.
Car park, even in his backseat, looking for stuff. Then he looked back. Taco Bell parking lot, some man just pulled a gun on me.
Okay. Can you just,
And now he's standing in the drive-thru.
it's a black, it's a small, it's like, it's kind of like a non-mil. It's small, yeah. It's a small black gun.
Okay. Was it like a regular looking
I'm saying,
revolver?
it looked like a Taurus. Now it got a mag. It's like maybe a Taurus. I couldn't really see too good.
Okay. Semi-automatic, small black.
Yeah, but he had me like, kill you.
Where was he as far as like in relation to that? Okay, so just so that I understand.
You're going off of somebody else saying,
Well, that's why I'm giving you an opportunity for you to
it's a
tell me.
bright lights. And then I'm like, listen, dude.
Okay, but I'm trying to understand what you're saying. Was he behind you? Was he parked sideways
He was
facing
parked
you?
right behind me. Right behind
So
me.
he was in line behind you?
No, he wasn't behind me. He was parked directly in the line of ordering. No, he wasn't behind
In the
me.
drive-through line?
Yeah, the drive-through line. He was parked like, okay, see this guy right here?
Yes.
This is me, and this is him. And you
Okay,
did
so
the right
it's
light.
you
I'm like,
guys-
listen, dude.
Okay.
Listen, I don't want no problem.
Did you get down from the car?
No, I did not.
Did he get down from the car?
Him and his girlfriend were like screaming, hollering, like, you my. I don't want no problem. But the guy was like, just straight up, like, yeah. And then next thing you know is the girlfriend's like freaking out.
And to all my people out there, don't think that I'm not catching the undertones. over exaggerating, making it look like he was being mobbed, to somehow rationalize, again, because someone is annoying, they deserve to die. That thought process, that is a psychopath. That's an unhinged. That's why I said not even mental illness. That's someone unhinged who's not dealing with reality in a very good way at all. Like, that's what, like, mass spree killers do, like mass murderers do. Well, somebody said something that I didn't like, or domestic abuse. Well, you did something that I didn't like, so therefore you deserve to be launched through a door. Why? Because you made me mad. You were annoying. Like, that's a dangerous individual who should permanently lose any ability to own a gun ever again. Literally. You're unhinged.
Listen, I don't want no problem. So go order and go home. Alright? But he's like, see this cop's lights right here. That is the drive-thru. Alright? I cannot see the light going in.
I understand that 100%. I understand that 100%. Now, when he was talking to you, you said, were you guys just sticking your heads out the window? Is that what you were doing?
That's it. That's it. And he was like, oh, what the f*** are you? Yeah, goddamn cocksucker. I was like, listen, man, I don't want no problem. Alright? I just want to go.
You start saying something.
It doesn't even make sense how he's trying to make them look bad. If they were cussing up a storm and doing all this ghetto nonsense, which he's alluding to, why did he pull the gun? Wouldn't it be them who pulled the gun? If they were, if he, in his magical world of make-believe, was simply trying to deal with irrational ghetto people, and as soon as he said anything, they went 0 to 100 real quick, wouldn't they be the ones who got the gun, be pulling guns on people if they're so ghetto, and they're so irrational, and they're so incapable of adult behavior? That's usually what ghetto and uncouth people do, is, you know, they pull guns on people and act unhinged.
I couldn't hear because I had the windows open. And if I would have paid him attention, I'm trying to order food. Yeah. So he went back in the car, and then he backs up.
And like he was already in the spot, and then he backed up further?
No, he was in the drive-thru.
Oh, he was in the drive-thru.
And then he started backing up. And she rolled down the window. She's like, hey, you're going to hit us. So he adjusted. And oh, he's like, what the fuck are you doing? High beams on. And I'm like, the high beams are not on. So I showed him. I hit the high beam. I'm like, that's the high beam.
Well, he's on the side of us.
That's when he pulled. You know what the f*** at? He pulled out a gun. You in Florida. Like,
Did he point it at either of you?
yeah.
He pointed it directly at?
He pulled it out.
If I was there, I
and that's when I was like, can you? I was like, record, because I was already on the phone with 911.
Yeah, I spoke to Taco Bell. They have cameras. They just don't have access to them at night. So we're going to get someone to review that tomorrow. Can I get IDs from you guys real quick?
While the suspect claimed that a gun was pulled on him first, the surveillance footage from Taco Bell corroborated the victim's side of the story.
So he's going back there to mess with them. So he wanted a problem and he got it. He really didn't get one. I'm gonna say this, and I don't really care who gets mad. If you have such a fear of black people, and when you have this reaction that you want to make us monstrous and ghetto, you might roll up on some real niggas who may be connected to this, they may be connected to that, they may be GD, they may be this, they may be red, they may be blue, and you will regret what you are doing. You will regret the and that doesn't make sense to me. I want to paint this couple as ghetto, hood rat, crack house, trap house type individuals, project babies, but yet I'm going to go up to them and start mess with them. Then you don't seem to be in much fear of your life. And those aren't brights. They're actually correct. So and then we have to dig deeper, at least I will. If the lights weren't bright, why did you go over there? Like, to me, the lights, they're just different colors. They're just different colors to me. Those don't look like brights. Because they really look, excepting for the color, they look just as bright. That car looks as bright as the other car, in my opinion.
The suspect soon backtracked his statements, claiming that no guns were ever pulled out during the confrontation.
And you said he pulled a gun on you?
I don't know if he pulled a gun. I don't know if he pulled a gun. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would know if someone pulled a gun on me. Just saying.
I'm just like, he like was yelling at me, and his wife was yelling at me like, oh yeah, this is a drive-through restaurant. Who does that shit? You know,
Well,
it's a drive-through restaurant.
When I first
And I'm
started
not
talking to you, you said he pulled his and you pulled yours.
No, I didn't say that.
No, you didn't? Oh, okay, because it's on video.
I know it's on video. I didn't pull mine, and he didn't pull his. We're all like yelling, hollering, and screaming. That's it.
Can you describe her?
Latin, yelling, Latin. Goddamn. No. But she's like, before I got there, I pulled up to the window. No. They're parked behind me with the bright lights on. They're parked behind me, and then I just pull up to the light. I'm like, listen, I just want order, you know. And then I couldn't see. I was like, okay. I backed up. I said, listen, guys, listen.
Yeah, but they're reflecting on your side view mirror too, huh?
And then, what?
Their lights?
Yeah, and then they're like yelling at me, like, listen, I speak Spanish. My son is Cuban. All right, listen, I know what the whole deal is, but I'm like, listen, I don't want to get.
Neither one of them, maybe the guy, but that lady certainly didn't look. I mean, you can be Afro-Latina. That's a thing. I am technically. So, yes, you can be black and speak Spanish. Whatever.
You know, I just want to go home. I just want Taco Bell and go home. They're parked, and they're bright lights, and then they're talking shit. I don't know what's going on, man, but I'm just trying to be a civil guy. Go home. I don't want any problems. You know, I just want the civil shit. I don't want any problems. I'm not trying to be a problem guy.
All right, sit tight.
Yes, sir.
Soon, the suspect started getting agitated, claiming that he was being held without cause.
A guy with a weapon in Florida. With a concealed permit, right? I got a concealed permit. From Mountain, 10 years. But Florida says what? What does Florida say, guy? Jose. What does Florida say?
Hold on a second. You have to look that up for yourself here.
What does it say? What's the law say?
What law say? There's a lot of laws in Florida.
Yes? What does the law say in Florida with a concealed weapon?
What about it?
Well, what does it
There's a
say?
lot that it says.
Well, can I have it underneath my seat?
No, it's going to be packaged a certain way inside your vehicle.
Oh, packaged a certain way.
Yeah. Because if not, it's going to be carried a certain way.
You got this right? Yeah. A package a certain way.
Carried
In
a certain way.
Florida?
Carried a certain way.
In Florida. The new law now that says you can handle. You don't even have to have a permit.
Yeah, you can carry this.
You don't have to have nothing.
That is correct.
You hate somebody that you don't even know. Look at you. You hate me. For what? For nothing. For nothing. You have nothing.
I don't even know you.
You hate me for nothing. There's nothing.
Again, he owns guns, and we don't even mention his victimhood mentality, which are also very dangerous people. You own a firearm, and you don't even know. Number one, the Second Amendment. Can't even mention that. Don't remember what it is or don't know what it is. Then you don't know what open carry or constitutional carry law is. That's embarrassing. You probably should not be carrying a weapon at all if you don't even know anything about them. What did you do? Buy one because it looks pretty? Or to menace the Negroes that you're appalled to see today, but whatever.
Hate's a strong word.
Look, you can't let me go. You gotta arrest me for something. You're gonna arrest me for something. I'm looking at them over there. They're like thinking, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? There's no way they're gonna let me go. But I tell you what, I love you. That's what thing is. And I love you, sir. But I tell you what, if they my life up, I'll love you forever. I will love you forever, okay? If they my life up, I'll love you forever.
After confirming both sides of the story, the officers decided to arrest the suspect and placed him in the squad car.
Hey, Cap, I got a permit. I got a permit for that. All right? I got a permit from Alabama. I know you know that. Well, in Florida, it's legal. You don't even have to show shit. In Florida, you don't even have to show shit. So what are we doing here?
Smashburn.
Yes, sir.
I'm Officer Roberts. I'm asking you a few questions, okay?
Yes, sir.
Where are you coming from before you got here tonight? Before you got pulled over?
I'm not answering.
Oh, you're not answering any questions? Fantastic. Come this way.
Yep. Go ahead.
Right here.
Yeah. Can't answer any questions.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't ask you your right, right?
What's your name?
He still got stuff in his pocket.
Officer Roberts. Love it.
Stand right here. Place your feet.
Okay.
Feet apart.
Love it.
Spread your feet apart, please.
Officer Roberts. Love it.
That's correct.
Guess what?
What's that?
It's all money and all change.
Okay.
I think it was just that pocket bit.
And guess what, Officer Roberts?
What's that, sir?
I know you.
Do you?
And I love you.
Oh,
You're a great
appreciate
person.
that. Thank you. I very much appreciate
Thank you.
that.
And guess what? And I knew that 7 cops here
Go ahead and have a seat.
is not gonna give me a rite of passage. You gotta do something, don't you, Officer Roberts?
That's correct. You do in fact have to do something. I'm sorry you feel that way. Coward. You know that?
He's from where? He's from California? No, he said something about Alabama.
Captain, we placed under arrest for aggravated assault. Sorry, forgot that part. With a deadly weapon.
Okay, yeah.
He's Spanish looking, now that I see him.
Taco Bell. You gotta eat shit. You gotta be diarrhea.
That's 3 times before this happened. Are you sure you want Taco Bell while we sitting in the parking lot? And he's like,
You're
yeah,
not gonna live this one down. Nothing else is open. You're not gonna live this one down. At all. At all. I told you last time I went to Taco Bell. It was just weird. It was like, you really want to shoot me, right?
Which, either way, neither one of them could be black. Doesn't matter. The same thing would apply to Latin people. That you just don't like other groups of people, so you just try to menace them with firearms, cuss them out. First, back up your car, cuss them out, then menace them with firearms, and then talk up and chat up the police. Because you hope they're good old boys and they'll agree with your nonsense and sociopathic ways. And the people come here, oh, why are you bringing... Number one, he's the one who kept obsessing about them speaking Spanish when nobody asked him what anybody was speaking. He's the one, if you don't know what undertones are, I can't help you. I don't care if they're straight from Brazil. Don't care. When you trying to make someone monstrous, that people go to 0 from 100 real quick, they can't be rationalized, they're so monstrous, and they're so dangerous, that's racial undertone. Unless that's what that person actually did. Then you would be correct. But the way he tried to describe their behavior, when he's the one who initiated all of it, really and truly, they would have a justified reason. We didn't see all of it. But if he got out of his car... Well, first he got out of his car, yelled at them, then he backed it up. We didn't see much more than that. If they saw... Either way, they would have a justified reason if he pointed a gun at him to shoot back at him. But, again, there's certain states you stay out of. Because they want cops to be good old boys and not actually follow the law and do their job in line with the Constitution. They want them to agree with their racism and their nonsense.
so dumb. And like,
There you go.
these are
And like I was gonna say this. Oh, you're bringing up those could have been two white people. Let's just say that. That's even worse than racism. That makes you a sociopathic individual who just goes around starting mess with the people. Even more of a reason why you should own a firearm. Even more than you being a racist person and going up to a person of color. If it had nothing to do with race, it's even worse, actually.
I don't give a you know I'm in Florida. I'll kill your ass. Okay.
Listen, man, I'm telling you one thing. You just killed a person by arresting me because I'm taking care of somebody that needs to take care of me. If that person dies, you are held personally responsible.
Well, if I had a person that I was taking care of who was reliant on me, I probably wouldn't be starting mess in Taco Bell parking lots. Kind of ghetto, isn't it? Kind of hood.
I am a person that needs to take care of somebody. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying.
Alright, listen, I will hold you personally responsible for that, okay? I'm sorry that I have to yell and listen, this person.
And I'm just now looking at the title. And I thought he said that, but I wasn't sure, but the title says it. You're in Florida. He said that. So, any person of color, under the sound of my voice, what's that supposed to mean to you? I'm well aware of where I am, and I know I'm in the... It's like when someone white says to you, this is America. Well, I'm aware of that. I was born in Chicago, Illinois. But it's actually in the United States. Didn't think it was in Germany, you know. Didn't think I was in Munich. Didn't think I was in Belgium. I actually thought, you know, didn't see an Eiffel Tower. Thought, unless you go to the Nevada, then you'll see the Eiffel Tower. But that's something else. But why are you telling me where I am if that has nothing to do with race?
Relies on me every night, changing Pampers, changing this for water and everything. You are killing this person. And listen, if this person has a major problem, I swear to God, there is no life and no place that will protect you from this problem. You understand what I'm saying? You understand. And I will hold you personally responsible, and I'm not joking.
The suspect continued threatening the officers, alleging that he was the sole carer for his ailing mother, and that he would hold the officers personally accountable if anything were to happen to her.
Because guess what? I got a woman.
And these are the black back the blue motherfuckers. These are the stand for the Pledge of Allegiance motherfuckers who are dishing out threats, hurling them at the police. Who would sit on channels, police dash cam, if it's a black person, and say, or anyone else, and say, they don't care about America. They don't follow the rules. Neither do you. Because to these types of people, police are for the original reason police were invented. And I'm going to need you to listen to that KRS-One song where he spells it out. Officer, 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 overseer. Police, in these types of people's minds, are to arrest and beat up and kill the niggas. That's what these types of people believe. Because they act aghast that a police officer would dare pull them over. I donated money to the help raise a police child fund or whatever garbage. My brother was in the military. My brother, okay. So, black people or Asian people, or you do know there's a lot of different people in the military, the police, politics, governors. There's a lot of different types of people. Men, women, gay people, you know.
home. My mother, she needs me. She needs me, man. I change her Pampers. She's had a stroke. I'm the only person there. And you know what?
This is like the parents who act a fool and then get arrested, and then they say, "Oh, my baby, they need to be picked up. They're home alone. They're this, they're that." Okay, if I had a baby or child, especially a baby, like a baby, an infant, somewhere at home or a daycare somewhere, I probably would not go out acting a fool. I probably would want to go home. Or if I was being pulled over, which I have at least 3 times, I would not make it worse. Because I've been pulled over 3 times, never gotten a ticket. I've got warnings, but never tickets.
There will be no place for you to hide. I swear to God, if you hate me, if you take me for this, I was. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I was wrong to say that. That was wrong. Emotional. But guess what? I hold you first, personally responsible. I'm sorry, man. Listen, we do crazy things because guess what? We love people. We love people. We love people. We talk crazy shit because we love people. What would you do if you had nobody rely on you? Just nobody. Nothing. And you're taking care of somebody that's handicapped. What would you do? Would you not fight? Would you not love? Would you not? I don't know. It's crazy. This person will die if I do not go home tonight. This person will die. I love everybody. I love everybody. Hey.
Is this man on something? Because we don't need your love. Yuck.
Inez, I promise you, Captain. I love you. When I say I love you, I love you. You're a good man.
I appreciate that. Step out, please.
The suspect was arrested on 2 charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. He was locked at the Monroe County Jail on a $100,000 bond. YouTube thinks you'll love the video.
Anyway, that's the video. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I have more things coming. I'll get on my regular schedule. I know I've missed True Crime Saturdays, so I'll make that up to you this coming Saturday. We'll have 2. Anyway, I'll see you later.